Have you ever been out and about and you catch a glimpse of yourself, like a security camera or something like that, and what the fuck? Why do I look like the damn Hunchback of Notre Dame and your posture is shit? Have you thought that? I've definitely thought that. That's because number one, the best and fastest way to look more attractive immediately right now is to fix your goddamn posture. Yes, this is your posture check right now. Let's do it. So, posture is a sign of health, confidence, success, and capability. Those that have good posture look like they have all these attributes. Those that do not look like they lack all of these. Simple as that. You know, a few months ago, I was at my girlfriend's old roommate's house for a little get together. I mean, it was all of us there. I'm not just there alone, come on. And I was sitting at the table talking to the guys, and apparently my girlfriend's old roommate said to her, "Why does your boyfriend have so much better posture than my boyfriend?" And the roommate was obviously saying it like it was a positive thing, like she was disappointed in her boyfriend for like sitting there looking like a slob with his beer or whatever. And my girlfriend told me this later. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I do got it like that. And I always felt like I had pretty good posture, but from then forward, it was kind of like confirmation. Like people had told me I had good posture before, and this just kind of reinforced how important it was. So you guys should definitely take notice and start thinking about it more. And don't just take my dumbass word for it, because this is actually backed by science. This guy right here conducted a study where he compared groups of people in the dating scene, some with good posture, some without, and he concluded that those with good, proper posture were 2 times as likely, 2 times, to get a second date. That's how dang powerful posture is. Isn't that crazy? Like, I don't even realize that, but that's awesome. That's sick. Something you can do right now. You don't have to like put in work at the gym for years to achieve it. So Brett, you get me to click on this video, you tell me all these studies, blah, blah, blah. What do I do? How do I do it? Well, you're in luck. I got you. I'm going to tell you 2 things that you can do right now for a perfect posture. One of them is a mental thing. The other thing is an actual physical thing. The first is a mental trick. I call this the string theory. And how it works is this. I don't know if I made this up. I think I probably heard it from somewhere else. But you just imagine that someone is pulling a string that is attached to the top of your skull, to the bottom of your tailbone, and they are pulling it tight and cinching up a straight line through your back, right? Just get it like string theory. It's like play on words with the scientific theory, you know. Anyway, so that's something you can do right now. Just think about it. Maybe think about it. Yeah, see? And the next thing, the physical thing, unfortunately costs a little bit of money. And this is to purchase a expansive brace. It's just this brace that wraps around your shoulders and then Velcro it shut, and it tightens your elbows back. You see, the whole premise of good posture consists of 3 things: head up, chest out, and nose in line with chin in line with chest. That's it. If you start doing this, then I promise you will start to notice other people taking notice of you. All right, so there's some things you control, but there's a lot of things that you can't control. You can't control your height. You can't control your genetics. You can't ultimately control your health. One thing you can control is the way that you speak. And this is number 2, speech. Speak like this or don't speak at all. And what do I mean by this? You know, I used to always think that the best way to speak was nice and slow and silky, like James Bond or Thomas Shelby. But then I came to realize, you know what? This isn't like the 1970s or 17th century Birmingham, England. This is 2022, baby. And the most popular people I see in media are people who talk quickly. Andrew Tate, Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, Mr. Beast. I don't think it is intrinsically bad to talk quickly. Likewise, I don't think it's intrinsically bad to talk slowly. So I honestly am at a little bit of an impasse. I don't know what's better, to talk slow or to talk fast. Some people have their opinions. There's actually a study that was done in France where they said that no, it actually is better to speak quickly because it is a sign of confidence and sharpness and intelligence, and you're quick on your feet. You don't have to filter yourself quite so much. But then again, I also could totally see how it would work to your advantage to talk slow and controlled, especially if you're like a mysterious type, like a tall, handsome special agent or mafia boss, something like that, right? But in my personal opinion, I don't think it quite matters too much whether you speak slow or fast. But more comes down to these two factors. One is that you don't speak with fear. If you speak with fear, like you're thinking about every word, you're contemplating it, you're making sure it's the right thing to say, you're analyzing and controlling your vibrations, your peaks and lows of your pitch, it's gonna come off like you are unconfident of what you're talking about, just like I was 2 seconds ago where I stuttered. But it's the people who freely use their pitch, their tonality, their inflection, and just talk freely and confidently and talk like they know what they're saying, who represent themselves the best, whether it's slow or fast. So that's the first thing, to speak without fear. Speak as though you know exactly what you're saying and you're supposed to be saying it. Number 2 is to avoid, like the plague, at all costs, avoid speaking with an upward inflection. This is commonly referred to as rapport-seeking tonality. This is where you have an upward curve at what you're saying. So it could sound something like, how was your day? Or I guess that is a question anyways. Let me try again. So then I went to the mall, right? So then I went to the mall. Sounds like a question. Are you sure about what you're saying or not? At even tonality, a rapport neutral tonality is what you want to more aim for. So that's more even all the way across. That sounds something like this. So today I went to the mall, right? It's even all the way across. It doesn't sound like you're looking for validation. You're out seeking rapport. That's why it's called rapport neutral. If you want to kind of like assert your dominance and your authority, you might want to consider using a little bit of rapport breaking tonality. This is where it actually curves down a little bit at the end of what you're saying. So this is used commonly by people in authority like teachers, principals, police officers, things like that. So it sounds something like this. So today I went to the mall, right? Curves down. Today I went to the mall. It's very sure of yourself, very commanding, and, you know, kind of scary. Like, you say that, people kind of like, oh shit, this guy means business, right? If you're trying to make friends and, you know, come off as a viable partner and a source of comfort to people, I think it's, you know, better to use more rapport neutral tonality rather than rapport breaking. But hey, that's up to you, man. Number 3, the last thing that you can do right at this very moment is to slow down your movements. Be proud of your movements. What do I mean by that? So a few days ago, I was at this little event. It was like out on the grassy fields at this park. There was like a little concert or something going on. And one guy in a group of friends said, "Hey, John," or whatever. And the guy immediately, "Hey, what's up?" I immediately knew that that guy was not the leader of the group. I knew that he was one of the followers because he was so quick to react. It was like he was controlled by just a word, right? One word make him, what's going on? What do you need from me? You know? It's like the moment that you whistle or snap your fingers and your dog comes running up, that's the moment that you know you have full control over that sovereign individual who's no longer sovereign now, you know? Imagine you're out bar hopping with a group of people and one of the girls says, "Hey, Brett," and you're, "Yeah, what's up? Hey, yeah, what do you need?" "Yeah, okay. Geez, this guy's like way too agreeable, way too quick to react and way too accommodating to my needs, right? Once you have a lot more respect for somebody who, "Yeah, what's going on? What's up?" You know? Or better yet, if you say you're already engaging in conversation with somebody and they say, "Hey, Brett." "Yeah, hold on just one moment." "Yeah, anyways, yeah, what's going on? What do you need?" You know, something like that. Slow down your reaction times. Slow down your movements. And this is not limited to just reactions. I see this all the time. You know, I actually saw it in myself earlier. I was at the gym and I was so tired and I was just being lazy, like grabbing the weights and then sitting down, not really taking pride in my movements at all. And I saw myself in the mirror. I'm like, man, you're tall, you're fit, but you look like a fucking slob. Like, have some pride, have some like pride in your movements. Like, grab that shit, be stern, have broad shoulders, and like walk back with some pride to your bench and sit there. Don't be like a jackass just like sloppily sitting around. That's the quickest way to show that you're just a jackass with no pride in your appearance and how you present yourself. So come on, get your shit together, walk with some posture, control the framing. That's it. So that's it. 3 things you can do right now to be way more attractive. Watch this video next. You haven't clicked it yet. Until next time, peace out.